Hey, it's Maya. Let's get ready to talk about product formulating. I am a licensed hairstylist of 11 years with a diploma in hair product formulating. I am not a cosmetic chemist. Please do your own research. Today, I just wanted to make a video about making products and actually giving you detailed steps on what you need to do to accomplish it. Here we go. Anytime you want to develop a product, whether it's a shampoo, a conditioner, a hair mask, a hair oil, a hair treatment, any type of product that you want to make, the first thing you want to do is figure out who is this product for. So are you making this product for someone that has thin hair, thick hair, curly hair, fine hair, alopecia, frizzy hair? You want to figure out who the product is for, your target audience. And once you have the information, that's when you could figure out what type of ingredients are needed. Same ingredients that you would use to put in a product for someone with coarse hair, it will be too oily for someone who has thin hair. So that is your first step. Who am I making this product for? Once you figure that out, that's when you can get your ingredient list together. Next step you want to do is figure out what type of packaging or container your product should go in. And this is very important. Let's say that you make like a conditioner and you put it in a bottle with a lotion pump and the conditioner is too thick. Your customer won't be able to get the conditioner out. So if you have a thick product, you may want to use a jar that comes with a screw lid. It sounds simple, but that's very important to know. The next thing you want to do is figure out what size of a product or how many grams you want to make. Anytime I'm developing a product, I always start off with 100 grams. For me, 100 grams is just right. I'm not making too much just in case I don't like the product or just in case I want to decrease or increase the product that I'm making. 100 grams is perfect because if I make a product and I don't like the way that it feels or smells, or if I feel like it's lacking moisture, 100 grams, I'm not wasting that much product. So it's easier to start off with 100 grams and it's easy to calculate 100 grams when you're making a product. Let's say you have coconut water, shea butter, mango butter, vitamin E, vitamin C, whatever ingredients that you need to make your lotion. You want to make sure that all of your ingredients equals out to 100 grams. Okay, so once you figure out who you're making your product for, what ingredients you're using, and the size of the product that you're making, after that, you want to make sure that you clean anything that you're going to use to make your products. Sterilize it so you can make sure that your instruments and your items are clean. Next thing that you want to do is to prep your area. You want to make sure that you have all the ingredients that you're going to use so you can be ready and have everything accessible for you right then and there, so you don't have to run off and go grab something. It's right there at your station or your work area. Okay, so for your water phase, you want to have all your water phase together. That may include your distilled water, your coconut water, your rose water, your rice water, whatever type of solvent you want to use, that is going to be your water phase. Some people even add their glycerin and their thickening gum in their water phase. It just depends on the type that you're using. Once you have have your water phase together, it's time to get your oil phase together. Your oil phase is going to be any oil that you're going to use for your product. So again, that may be your Shea Moisture, that may be your mango butter, some type of emollient that you're going to use, that is going to be in your oil phase. So once you have your water phase and your oil phase, you're gonna have them in separate beakers. You're gonna have your water phase in one beaker and you're gonna have your oil phase in another beaker, preferably glass beakers. Once you have them in separate beakers, you are going to heat them up in a water bath up to 76 Celsius, okay? So after you take out your beakers, you're gonna check the temperature. It's at 76 Celsius. Now, this is when you want to get your cooling ingredients together. And once it cools down to the 45 Celsius, that's when you're going to add your ingredients that can only be added to the cool down phase. And typically those are your essential oils and also your preservative. So once you add all of your ingredients together, you want to make sure you mix it up really well. And when you're making a hair product that has water in it, whether it's distilled water, coconut water, rose water, rice water, any type of water in your product, you have to check the pH levels. And typically the pH level of our hair is a 7. You want to make sure that your product that has water in it is acidic so it can work for our hair. You always want to check what the manufacturer where you got your preservative from. What do they recommend or suggest the pH level that your preservative should be in? I typically like to use a broad spectrum preservative, and the one that I use ranges from 3 to 8. So as long as my product falls between 3 and 8, the pH level, I'm fine. Now 8, that's gonna be too high, right? Because our hair is typically a 7 for the pH level. So I wanna make sure that the pH level falls below a 7, but not lower than a 3. I hope that makes sense. Once you complete your product, and let's say your product pH level is an 8, and you wanna bring it down to a 5.5, you're gonna make a pH adjuster, typically with citric acid and distilled water. So I have my citric acid with my distilled water. I have it on my scale, and I have a beaker filled with distilled water. You want to have your solution on a scale so you can keep track of the weight, because at the end of this, once you balance your ingredients, you're gonna have to subtract how much you used from your water. If you have 60 grams of water in your formula and you use 5 grams of the solution to adjust your pH, you're gonna subtract 60 minus 5, which is 55. So now you have to rewrite your formula. You have to put 55 grams of water and 5 grams of citric acid. You have to make those adjustments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments below if there's any particular video that you would like for me to make, whether it's making hair products or just talking about hair care. Please let me know and I'll make a video. I hope everyone is blessed.